Moving day.
Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, or
CREONinfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com. I want to make sure you hear about the great deals at Pinati Machinery Company. Hey, it's Lars. You can't go wrong with Pinati's service at Doosan Equipment with continued great financing, like Doosan mid-size excavators, heavy excavators, and wheel loaders, all just 0.9% for 48 months, and just 0% for up to 60 months on the minis. Pinati, big enough to get you what you need, small enough to take care of you. That's FEEnaughty.com. And be sure to tell them Lars sent you.
hiding hard drugs.
I never cease to be amazed by the ingenuity of the drug traffickers.
Illegal drugs shipped by air freight.
Every night it's something different, something new.
Fentanyl, heroin, meth.
18-mile highway.
We're kind of playing a game of hide and seek out there with the bad guys, right?
Spotlight on America investigates America's hidden border drug crisis.
Tonight at 6 on K2 News.
ABC's 95 largest important to grab the reader's attention with a catchy headline. Here's one. Local woman ruins own life. Now, oh my God, you're putting me on a obituary.
Everyone has a story. It's your job to find it.
She sees dead people. Don't you know any ghost rider would kill me?
Don't bother. I'm already dead.
Gina Rodriguez stars in a new comedy, Not Dead Yet.
Fun fact, you're the only one that can see me.
It all starts tonight at 8:30 on K2.
At the UPS store, we have everything to help small business owners be unstoppable. So if you need mailbox services, we'll be the mailbox store. We'll hold your mail and packages in a safe location with many locations on our 24/7 access. UPS, be unstoppable. The UPS store locations are independently owned. When was the last time you had your chimney cleaned and inspected? Five-Star Chimney is offering a $199 inspection and cleaning. That's more than half off, only $199. Schedule your cleaning and inspection at 5starchimneyrepair.com. CCP number 239760.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owe a lot of money to the IRS. Almost trying to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied.
17-mile highway, Loretto, Washington.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed with what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the cars would stop, the press would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Some charges apply to all details. Please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Keeping the news from people. Yeah. And trying to make sure that you never find it out. Okay, so this is a Twitter story, David. What's the story? Yeah, so right now in the House of Representatives, there is a hearing going on over the decision that Twitter has made or had made to censor the Hunter Biden laptop story ahead of the 2020 election. You know, allowing it to be flagged as disinformation, taking it off the platform. Multiple media outlets following suit and wouldn't touch it. NPR actually, remember, put out this article explaining why they weren't reporting it. Because it's not real journalism. This is what they said. These failures in life at NPR. Anyway, they still have a job. They still have the job, of course. So I guess the joke's on the rest of us. You just still gotta look at them here. How they do. So anyway, what also came up was about what basically got the ball rolling when it came to the partnership between Twitter and the federal government, which was involved in
Clean the view up.
censor speech. Anyway, this is former Twitter official Monica Navaroli, who
Monica?
said it really started because they were worried about Donald Trump because he used violent language. Oh, goodness
There
gracious.
was a news article that I had read.
You
in
were
which
selling
the
your
former
cows,
president said
Walt?
that he likes like little
You charge for a whole cow
To
or
me,
a half
that
cow.
sounded exactly
$4 and I paid the cut and wrap on it.
I was not concerned.
You ate that wedding. Annika, you need to go get
Yeah,
help.
we were thinking about
Yeah,
finding someone to
seriously.
do that this year. I was gonna buy one for my old boss, but
Very careful.
I can't remember what he wanted last time I checked. It was a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit under a lot of guys, but I don't know, I just cringe at the overall cost there.
And maybe I'm wrong, but everything that I've read.
Yeah, we used to raise pigs and get them butchered. Like, it's better meat, but in the long run, with what they charge, they really didn't save me any money.
But once the feds
Yeah, you're just going for the quality, basically.
it's about democracy, and we're doing
Just the
something
bacon alone was
that
worth it.
others would envy as far as standing up for what's right in this country and the world. And the feds are like, yeah, we need to talk to you. Okay, what do you need from us? Yeah. Whatever you need. They were scared crapless, man. And so, whatever you say to do, we'll do. And that's kind of how
16 mile, right away. Let it go, boys.
Yeah, brave journalists. Goodness gracious. I thought of David when I saw this story. A microbiologist just wrote a big article on hotel jacuzzis. Let's call this a cautionary tale. Yes. 5 main points from this. Number one, yeah, there's definitely poop in there. Yep, there is. Gosh, dang it. Every time I've jumped into the jacuzzi at a hotel, now my skin is crawling. Well, yeah, I mean, it is literally man stew. You could also maybe consider it he too fat. Okay. To be fair, it's women's stew too. It's not just men's stew by itself. For to be fair, gosh, this is, if you don't believe it, the average person has about 100 milligrams of that hanging at any given time. The berries. The Klingons, yeah. It's not just getting in your skin, or on your skin. I'm gonna bypass
15.5, right way.
You can breathe it in. There's a lot of bad that can go on there. Okay, then you have, well, viruses, funguses, bacteria. They don't get cleaned at the hotel as much as they should. You think they are? Apparently, they're not. No. And a lot of hotels don't even use enough chemicals to clean them. Yeah. And a lot of those chemicals themselves can be bad for you. Can be toxic. It's probably a cure for COVID in there somewhere. It's like the hot tub, and it's every poo-covered fat guy that goes and sits in there and sweats out in it. And I don't understand how anyone can look at that and say, I'm going to hit the hot tub tonight. That's going to be great. Oh, gosh. Well, some of us have done it. Yes. Yes. Well, and the microbiologist also brings up that people are gross. One of the main reasons the hotel tubs are disgusting, people just don't practice good hygiene. And the chances, they say, that they showered right before they got in are slim. Oh, absolutely. Because it's a rented space. They're like, what am I, a maid here? No. Okay. Scott, have you ever noticed getting in
15 mile, right way. Let it go, boy.
and you think maybe it's like chlorine or something? Yeah, well, you always test it for chlorine, right? Yeah. Well, that's usually caused by chloramine. Which is what? A chemical created when chlorine mixes with urine. Get your ladles ready. This is the Martha Van Camp and Robin Show. Biggest story of the day today. I'm itching right now. I really am. All right. You haven't been in a hotel jacuzzi in a while. Yeah, don't go under it. Don't go under it. Hey, we're here to help, not to hurt. Just, I mean, share travels, just know this is a fact. Just know that you're hotboxing monkeypox, okay? When you're in a hotel.
And that's the biggest story today.
Yeah, big. Oh, of course, the State of the Union from Joe Biden, going over a little bit more of that, the lowlights from it, and media reaction to it, which is like, I feel like I'm living in a different universe right now. Yeah, we can get to that.
Also, Trump is suggesting Ron DeSantis is a pedophile.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that too coming up.
Portland's news, traffic, and weather station. FM News 101, KXL. News in 60 seconds.
They say they'll get your biggest tax refund. Jackson Hewitt says your biggest tax refund guaranteed.
14.5,
Tax
right,
refund. Thousands in weekly prizes during the Double Your Refund sweepstakes. Your biggest refund times 2. Twice the money, so forget about them. File your taxes on the double at Jackson Hewitt today. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Promotion ends 4/2/23. Visit jacksonhewitt.com for rules.
Guys, fellas, men, are you rolling ready for Valentine's Day? Right now, generic Viagra, aka Sildenafil, is just $4 per dose at Roman. Just complete a free online visit with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. If medication is appropriate, Roman sends everything right to your door with free shipping and in discreet packaging. Go to ro.co/Viagra to get generic Viagra for just $4 per dose. Do it by February 8th for 20% off and guaranteed shipping by Valentine's Day. That's ro.co/Viagra.
CBS News Brief. Rescue crews worked through the night in Turkey and Syria searching for more earthquake survivors. John Bateman with the BBC.
I spoke to people who were extremely angry about what they saw as just a lack of response. And that's something that we've seen, or a sentiment we've seen in quite a few regions, because people have felt that there should have been not just more response, but also the preparedness.
9,500 people have died. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is in London addressing Parliament about the war with Russia.
We know freedom will win.
Zelensky also met with King Charles. Republicans slammed President Biden last night during his State of the Union when claiming the GOP aims to cut social programs.
Some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority.
Georgia's Marjorie Taylor Greene called him a liar. A Tennessee congressman also yelled the fentanyl crisis was Mr. Biden's fault. CBS News Brief. I'm Monica Ricks.
Get 3.9% financing on select models at Beaverton Toyota. Experience clear. One price clearly posted on every vehicle. Experience clear at Beaverton Toyota. Portland's traffic and weather station, FM News 101. Seeing inbound on the Banfield is a tough drive this morning. There is a heavy jam right now between Northeast Halsey Street all the way into I-5 South. That is slower than normal. A 9-minute commute right now. Heavy stretch being from the Sandy Overpass through Sullivan's Gulch, and picks up heavy again around the intersection with 99 crossing over onto I-5 South, which stays solid down past the Morrison. Check in with Rod Hill with the KGW forecast.
A quick heads up, the forecasters are watching a cold front this coming Monday. It has sharply colder air behind it. We could have sticky snow below 500 feet into Valentine's morning. This afternoon, it's all dry and 50 degrees. I'm Rod, FM News 101.
37 in Hillsborough, I'm Jonathan Lee. Stay connected to FM News 101 and KXL.com.
The Big Game Score Contest is here.
Come on, guys, it's game time.
For filling in Kansas City, be sure to head to KXL.com and enter for your shot at $50,000. Simply make your guess for the final score online. Then, Monday after the big game, if your name is drawn and you guess correctly, get ready to intercept $50,000. Yeah! The Big Game Score Contest. Enter today at KXL.com.
Save big during Court Furniture Outlet's President's Day sale event. Are you looking to brighten up your home or make your workplace more comfortable? Maybe furnish a vacation home. Don't pay high retail prices. Court prices are always super low because they lease their high-quality furniture for use in model homes, movies, and television by home stagers and corporate offices. And when the furniture comes back, they sell it for pennies on the dollar. Save even more now through President's Day on a huge selection of upholstery, including new sleeper sectionals with storage, only $5.99. Accent chairs, bedroom sets, mattresses, dining sets, and office furniture, all at amazing prices. Plus, check out all the new special buys now at an additional 25% off. Come in today and discover where families, home stagers, and business professionals have been saving up to 70% off new retail prices for over 50 years. Court Furniture Outlet in Beaverton, across from the Washington Square Mall. Check them out on Yelp or go to CourtFurnitureOutlet.com. That's CORTFurnitureOutlet.com.
Gresham Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has over 50 new Jeeps and 49 new Ram trucks on the lot on sale now. Hey, it's Lars. I know how hard it is to find new Ram trucks and new Jeeps in stock. Well, as I record this, they have over 100 new 2023 Jeeps and new Ram trucks, and they're available to drive today. And Gresham CDJR is holding a massive President's Day sale event. You'll get a price to remember. Get started now. Go to GreshamCDJR.com and check out the President's Day sale event.
Yeah. The Marshall Van Camp and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley, Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the millennial, and the sexy boomer, Scott Robbins. Okay, David, more from the State of the Union. A lot of lies.
Oh, yeah. So one of the big ones was Joe Biden claiming that Republicans want to eliminate Social Security and Medicare, which there is, like Rick Scott is one person who has talked about sunsetting every federal program every 5 years so that Congress has to vote on it. That was the whole plan. And so Joe Biden is misrepresenting that. And even then, Rick Scott does not have even the votes in his own party to do this. So,
David, I think it's safe to say Democrats have been saying this since before you were born.
Yes, they have.
Because I can remember in the 80s, hey, take away your Social Security.
Right. Yeah. And so when he got heckled, there was a little back and forth here last night.
Instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority. I enjoy conversion.
I think you can say conversation, or maybe.
See that? Okay, I'm glad you said that because, again, I just assume I'm wrong. Like, it must mean something I don't know what it means.
Or maybe, I don't know, because the way that the media has been portraying this is that, oh, he turned the tables on Republicans and got them to support Social Security and Medicare, which is not at all what happened. So maybe he did. Maybe he was saying, I've converted you. I don't know.
Again. Let's sit here and parse this in one word. And this guy is known for this, so yeah.
Well, it was hilarious. You know, we talked about it. When the Republicans were actually laughing at him. Got Social Security. Because McCarthy couldn't hold it. He just started, like, smirking, laughing, and then everybody's laughing.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever seen that before.
No.
But the people were just openly laughing at the person giving the speech. But as John Carl from ABC said, strongest speech ever.
Yes.
Of course.
Kind of thinking that's what it looked like.
Wake up to this today. We're all going to learn something. Age is more than a chronological fact.
Yeah. So a majority of Democrats don't want Joe Biden to run for president again because he's old and senile, and not a lot of people are very happy with what he's done as president. He's not very good at it.
No.
Vice President Kamala Harris addressed that on Good Morning America today.
Oh. Okay, what do you say, Kamala, to that?
I mean, George, I think that age is more than a chronological fact, to be very frank with you. It's about thinking about whether we have in our leader, which we do in Joe Biden, somebody who is bold. I mean, think about it. What he...
Bold?
Why am I always told to think about it from these people? I don't want to think about it.
Isn't it funny? The different things.
Yeah.
Someone says different parts can tick off different
Makes me
people.
nuts. Think about it. Joe does it all the time. That's what she's doing.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he has achieved in this presidency only 2 years in is historic in terms of the investment in infrastructure. We're going to remove lead from the pipes of America within the next 9 years. Children for generations and their families have been suffering because of the poisoning, lead poisoning. We're going to make sure that people have broadband across our country.
Are you just trying to test Robin's blood pressure today,
I
David?
am, yeah.
With some of the audio?
I'm taking his new blood pressure medication for a test drive here.
When you look at the things people are most worried about in their lives and their families. Lead pipes and broadband internet. And then they do the thing where you got to take your kids to the fast food restaurant so you can use broadband. We're sitting in the parking lot.
Well, told you, hold on.
Where we saw families that were driving up to the McDonald's to have access to the public Wi-Fi.
Scott Stradamus strikes again.
It's right of the play. They do this all the time.
I know.
And what that did in terms of creating educational gaps for people who should be able to have full capacity. So I don't think...
Some of the people that have fallen behind, you can give them 5G. It ain't gonna matter, okay? Because of the home structure. And everybody knows it. Anybody with a brain knows it. You can talk about this crap all day, Mamala. It's not going to matter.
So I don't think that... I think that what people want to know is what have you done? And when you look at what President Biden has achieved, what our administration has achieved...
If that's true, everyone would want him again, at least on your side. People on your side are like, we don't want this old, senile, useless president anymore. I guess she's just being a good soldier to go out there and slew that bull crap.
To mention foreign policy, something we care deeply.
Gosh, how long is this?
I think you will see that we have a very bold and vibrant president in Joe Biden.
Yeah, says it with such conviction. Bold and vibrant.
Give me 2 words. Top 5 on the board. 1, Joe Biden isn't. Number 1, bold. Number 2, vibrant.
You know, when I think about some of what he said in the past, and vibrant is the word you hold near and dear to you, that you like to be able to... Anyway, vibrant.
I will say, man, it's bold to just give up on a sentence. Yes.
Okay. Other news out
Less
there.
uncomfortable than fighting that thing to the ground.
What is the story with what Trump was saying about DeSantis?
Man, all right. Okay, so I want to start it off this way. The governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, was part of a roundtable on media disinformation the other day. And he brought up the Trump-Russia conspiracy theory and was defending Donald Trump.
Okay.
Well, I think the swan song has been this Russia collusion hoax, because they indulged in that for 2 years, and it was almost all based on anonymous sources. I mean, it all eventually was debunked, and even in real time, people were saying this, but they just kept cycling in this, and I think it just raises the question, you know, this obsession with these anonymous sources, where did that come from? It used to be rare that you would do it. I mean, to assassinate someone's character with anonymous sources would have been a total no-no. Now it's just kind of like a normal, and actually the preferred method of being able to deliver content.
Yes, and not only that, they knew it was a lie when they were spreading it.
Yeah.
It's not like they got it wrong from a source. They lied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah, that was good.
meanwhile, Trump was over on Truth Social sharing a recycled liberal conspiracy theory that DeSantis got drunk with students when he was a high school teacher.
Because there's a picture, right?
Yeah, it shows a 23-year-old DeSantis smiling between 3 women with blurred out faces. Don't know how old they are. Have no idea. One of the women is holding a brown glass bottle, but DeSantis himself is not pictured drinking anything. And the caption reads, "Here is Ron DeSanctimonious grooming high school girls with alcohol as a teacher." And Trump shared that and wrote, "That's not Ron, is it? He would never do such a thing." Now, where did this smear come from? It came from a freaking Democrat super PAC, laundered through the New York Times. I mean, look, and again, they used anonymous sources. Here we go. To claim
The girls were out of school.
Yeah.
The photo was taken from what I understood.
So there was a report that I guess he had hung out with some recent high school grads, something like that when he was 23. But man, you know, one thing that kind of drives me nuts, because I think that, you know, a primary should be brutal. You know, you got to go out and earn votes. But one, Ron DeSantis is not even officially running for president yet. A lot of us think he will run, but he's not declared as a candidate. The other thing is that you always hear from some people, if you're critical of Trump for doing this, well, why are you turning on Trump or something like that? You know, why are, you know, Democrats always stick together, things like that. I would just look at it and say, hey, who's the aggressor in this? It's Donald Trump. And honestly, this is pretty weak to take something. It's pretty weak to take something from the Andrew Gillum campaign and start spreading it against a rising star in the Republican Party. And I mean, what's the point in reforming the conservative movement in such a great way like Trump did if you're just going to start smearing the people who benefited from it? It just doesn't make any sense. But what's your take, Scott?
I was disappointed. Not surprised, but disappointed. Trump sees Scott? No. Trump sees Ron DeSantis as the one standing in his way of a nominate nation. Yeah, I don't think he takes any of these other people seriously. I think he looks at DeSantis as the guy who can bring him down.
And so that's the way.
So he's starting to gird it right away.
Here's the thing, though. How was it phrased again? What Trump put on the picture?
It was, well, the original post was, here's Ron DeSanctimonious grooming high school girls with alcohol as a teacher. And then Trump wrote, like, sarcastically, that's not Ron, is it? He would never do such a thing.
Okay. Let's say this was someone else. Just, let's change parties. Let's say it was the leader of the Democratic Party, okay, and it's Hillary, whoever, and they're going after somebody like that, and it's already been debunked.
Yeah.
What would you say? That reeks of freaking desperation.
Oh, yeah.
James! Anyone would say that. You know why? Because it reeks of desperation. You gotta be better, man. Sorry. That's just a fact. You need a consensus vote to win the presidency. You got to get back the people you lost after 2016 that took the shot. But we're tired of the whole routine. That's what happened. The country was going very well. But then you had COVID, and I understand that when you have big tech and legacy media and all these different forces against you, it's not a fair fight. It's not. But you can't shoot yourself in the foot.
Well, they don't want Ron DeSantis either.
Well, and to go after DeSantis with a pedophile jab? Really? Come on, man. That is desperate. It just looks desperate. To say that's disappointing, I think is an understatement.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, golly, man. Dude. Okay. Oh, we got to bring up Kyle Busch. Did you see this story?
The race car driver?
Yes. He got arrested in Mexico. Why? He was packing. He had his gun in his bag. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Well, and did you understand that that's, what, like 3 years in jail? Yeah. This is the weirdest thing after reading the story. You go through, and right away it says sentenced to 3.5 years in prison and a fine. Because he's been convicted. Like, whoa, and he released a statement. In late January, Samantha and I enjoyed a several-day vacation to Mexico. When departing the country, my handgun was flagged during routine screening at the airport. I have a valid concealed carry permit from my local authority and adhere to all handgun laws, but I made a mistake by forgetting it was in my bag. I'm guessing, David, you're going to say, you can't ever do that.
Well, yeah, you keep track of your guns, dude.
Yes. I don't disagree, but I can see where it could happen.
How's that?
Because I'm guessing it's been in his bag for a long time.
You think that's where he keeps it? In the bag?
Well, I mean, if you're traveling.
If you know where you're
Mexico,
going.
yes, and you got a bunch of other things going on, maybe it's the ADHD in me, I don't know.
I don't think he
But I
packs
can
his
see, oh gosh, I can't believe I forgot that.
He probably doesn't pack his own stuff anyway.
Okay, you're trying to mind read. You don't know that.
I don't know that. I'm just saying. Somebody probably does it for him, and the gun was in there, and they just put clothes on top of it, and off you go.
As far as the 3.5 years,
That's a long time.
you really don't know. There's no word on how or if Bush will be required to serve any prison time.
Yeah, he's already back in North Carolina.
Yeah.
I mean, so it doesn't, I don't know what's going to happen here. But it would be very interesting if he were required to go back to Mexico and serve time, especially after the whole Brittany Griner thing. That's what I was like. Brittany Griner brings weed into Russia, gets detained, and we're like, okay, merchant of death, you're free, because we have to have a WNBA star back in America. But, I mean, hey, I think, Biden would have to move heaven and earth to make sure that Kyle Busch did not serve a single day in prison in Mexico.
He's not going to do that. He's a NASCAR driver. I want to send 2 other NASCAR drivers with him. Are you kidding me?
You better say right now he's trans.
Highly Bush, yes.
Oh, man. Okay. Much more to get to. David, you said you have the funniest State of the Union fact check of all time. I'm looking forward to this. Everybody is. Straight ahead right here.
FM News 101, KXL.
Everyone knows time is money. So don't wait weeks for the IRS to send out your tax refund. Go to Jackson Hewitt instead for up to $3,500 with a no interest, no fee, tax refund advance loan. With up to $3,500, you could bring home the bacon and bring it home today. Money now instead of later? That's worth its weight in gold. Don't wait weeks for your refund. Go to Jackson Hewitt today. For eligible clients, loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Do you want low prices on wine shipped right to your door? TotalWine.com, America's largest independent wine retailer, now ships to Portland. Explore our wondrous selection of 8,000 wines and find something you'll love at amazingly low prices. Whether you're looking to enjoy a full-bodied Cabernet from Paso or crisp Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand, TotalWine.com has you covered with great wines shipped right to your door. Shipping available on wine only. Exclusions and limitations apply.
If you own a small to medium-sized business that kept employees on payroll through COVID, you may have a big cash refund waiting for you. The Employee Retention Credit is a tax credit of up to $26,000 per employee. And now, more businesses than ever qualify. The experts at RefundsPro.com specialize in cutting through the red tape of qualifying for this government program. Most of their refunds are over $100,000. Even businesses that have received PPP funds may be eligible. And there are absolutely no fees unless you receive a refund. So there's no reason not to apply. If your business experienced shutdowns, limited capacity, supply chain challenges, or reduced revenue due to COVID, you likely qualify. RefundsPro.com has already helped hundreds of businesses. So don't lose the refund you're owed by missing the deadline. Get started today with a free 5-minute questionnaire at RefundsPro.com. That's refunds with an S, pro.com.
Portland's traffic and weather station FM News 101 remaining sluggish over on the Banfield westbound between Northeast Sandy and Lloyd Boulevard. That's a slow 10-minute drive in between. I-5 southbound has slowed down considerably around the Morrison Bridge and down to the Banfield ramp. Inbound on the Sunset looking much better, but still have reduced speeds going into the tunnel, and you're taking brakes inside because it is stacked up on the other side at 405 North, getting over to 13th Avenue, remaining slow to Sheridan Street. Take a look at the KGW forecast. Here's Rod Hill.
It is a nice Wednesday. Partly sunny skies to maybe some increasing cloud cover this afternoon. We get up to about 50. We'll stay dry tonight, 36. Tomorrow, partly cloudy to sunny at times and mid to upper 50s. Wow. I'm Rod Hill, FM News 101.
It is 42 in Beaverton, 39 in Newburgh. I'm
Yeah,
Jonathan.
that's off the Eidler there. I don't know how it got up over those
This is Patrick.
guides
Roof
there,
Off the
but
Horgan.
I think if it
We are
just
so grateful
put
that you
some
allow
side
us to
pressure
help
on
you
it, I
with your
could
roofing
go
concerns.
ahead and ship the
It's
whole
really a
back
big
on, I
deal
would
here in
think.
Portland.
We just started our 30th being here for you. Thank you so much.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig-speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Get started for just $49.99 a month. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card. Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The Complete Connectivity Solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 50 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Global Savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
Hi, it's Brett Regan for Fast Water Heater. When your hot turns to cold, you better think fast. Fast Water Heater, providing Pacific Northwest homeowners with fast, reliable, trustworthy water heater service for over 35 years. Speaking of fast, get same-day service when you call before noon or get $50 off. Call 800-929-FAST. 800-929-FAST. That's 800-929-FAST. Or visit fastwaterheater.com.
When your hot turns to cold, you better think fast. Fast Water Heater.
Surf and Turf is on the Valentine's Day menu at Whole Foods Market. Shell on white shrimp and New York strip steak are 28% off each with Prime through February 14th, while supplies last. Shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
David Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, John Carl. The BBC said Biden's greatest speech ever.
You know, another term is Senate Minority Leader.
Not exactly the smoothest. You know the thing. You know it. Giggity, 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 giggity. What is the funniest State of the Union fact check of all time?
Oh yeah, CNN was annotating the transcript. Annotating as clarifications, corrections, things like that, right?
I love it.
So one of the quotes from last night from Biden was, the climate crisis doesn't care if your state is red or blue, it is an existential threat. Here's the fact check on it. Well, actually, as CNN senior political analyst Ron Brownstein has written, it's a great irony of climate change politics that red states often feel more pain.
That's the fact check?
That's the fact check.
Based on what?
That actually it's worse. Well, because there are a lot of red states that are along coastal regions, and so as the story goes, well, they actually get hurt the worst from hurricanes, which are more common and more powerful than ever, even though there actually is no scientific evidence to support that claim.
And in the Midwest, you got more tornadoes, I'm guessing. So,
but even that's not true.
No, I know it's not true, but...
Well, I'm also laughing because of the fact, what was that, last week, or within the last couple of weeks, the red states are getting all of the green energy businesses starting up in their states, like thousands of jobs, because those businesses, even though they're all about green, really prefer the red states because it's easier to do business there and they don't tax as much.
People like keeping their own money. Go figure.
Green and red are Christmas colors.
Not paying their fair share. Well, there's also that part where he's just yelling at the clouds during that speech. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. You know, going to the store isn't the most exciting use of your time, but you got to do it, right?
Not if you get chef-created recipes delivered right to your door from HelloFresh.
Skip the trip to the grocery store and spend more time doing the things you love.
HelloFresh has 40 weekly recipes to choose from.
Say goodbye to your recipe rut and hello to seasonal recipes.
They're packed with farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients that make getting dinner on the table easy and enjoyable.
From fit and wholesome to family-friendly and quick and easy, HelloFresh has dishes for your lifestyle and meal preference, with options to please even the pickiest eaters.
Like Jamie.
Hey,
Plus, it doesn't hurt that HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping and restaurant takeout. Make eating easy and exciting with America's #1 meal kit. Sign up today for 65% off plus free shipping with code MVCR65 at HelloFresh.com/MVCR65. That's code MVCR65 at HelloFresh.com/MVCR6. It's not even that far.
I know my body. I can drive. There's no traffic, so there's no danger.
It's easy to find excuses for driving impaired. That's because when you're impaired, your judgment is too. But no matter how you spin it, there's no excuse for driving after you've been drinking.
But I literally just had 2 drinks.
It literally doesn't matter. In Oregon, you can get arrested for driving impaired by alcohol or any kind of drug, even if you're under .08.
I've driven before and it's been fine.
Tell that to the families and friends of the more than 100 people killed here each year by impaired drivers.
But I can't leave my car here.
Oh, you're worried you'll be inconvenienced? That's nothing compared to getting arrested, fingerprinted, mugshot posted online, and missing work for court, where the judge won't want to hear any excuses. This Super Bowl Sunday, specially trained police are on the lookout for impaired drivers. So if your plans include drinking, don't get behind the wheel. Have a designated driver, take a cab, or get a lift from a friend. Drive sober. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
A lot can happen in an hour. We're here to make sure you don't miss a thing.
From the Pacific Office Automation Studio.
KXL-FM.
Portland, Vancouver, Salem.
11 o'clock. This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Monica Ricks in New York. More than 11,000 people have now died as rescue workers continue digging through earthquake debris in Turkey and Syria. Arlen Fuller's with an aid organization called Project Hope and says this region needs a lot of help.
We are in the immediate recovery phase still. We are still removing people from the rubble. For our team, over last night and this morning, we actually were able to save 5 individuals and pull them out of the rubble to seek care.
The World Health Organization says up to 23 million people could be affected by this earthquake. Dive crews have recovered most of the remnants of that Chinese spy balloon that was shot down over the weekend and should have the rest in a few days. But it's not the first time the U.S. has spotted these spy balloons. Pentagon spokesman Brigadier General Pat Ryder.
We are aware that there have been 4 previous balloons that have gone over U.S. territory. This is what we assess as part of a larger Chinese surveillance balloon program. 3 of those flyovers happened during the Trump administration. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is in London now, thanking Britain's parliament for its support with its war with Russia.
Freedom will win. Russia will lose.
Zelensky's visit comes as the country seeks more advanced weapons ahead of more expected attacks from the Kremlin. A bomb threat has cleared the South Carolina courthouse where Alex Murdaugh's high-profile murder trial is happening. The former attorney is accused of killing his wife and 22-year-old son. President Biden delivered his second State of the Union address last night to a divided Congress. South Dakota Republican John Thune, who's the Senate Majority Whip, reacted to that speech.
People could characterize it as a soft launch for his re-election campaign. There was a lot of red meat that he threw out there, and the reaction in the chamber was probably pretty predictable. Democrats are very boisterous in their support, and Republicans, of course, not so much.
A bird strike forced a plane to make a U-turn this morning back to JFK.
The Delta plane returned to JFK after its crew reported a bird strike just after takeoff, according to the FAA. Flight 1907 was heading to the Bahamas when the incident happened.
That's CBS's Wendy Gillette. Disneyland visitors panicked and posted when a theme park boat started taking on water. Here's CBS's Deborah Rodriguez.
You're stuck on the Pirates ride at Disneyland, and your boat is literally sinking.
A TikTok rider says they waited for almost an hour before firefighters helped passengers exit their waterlogged boat by walking a makeshift plank back to dry ground. Riders got a voucher for dry socks, but Disney hasn't commented. That post so far has gotten about 1.5 million views. The Dow's down 150 points this hour. This is CBS News.
Good morning, I'm Jonathan Lee in the FM News 101 KXL News Center. Tigard police arrested 14 people in a shoplifting sting. Officers in plain clothes worked with loss prevention at 3 stores in the Washington Square area in the one-day operation. They say they caught 14 people red-handed and recovered more than $4,000 in merchandise, shoplifting tools, and a small number of blue pills that likely contained fentanyl. Those arrested ranged in age from 15 to 42. The deadline for Oregon school children to have immunization records up to date is 1 week from today, February 15th, or they'll be excluded from school. In Multnomah County, notices have gone out to 5,600 students who need vaccines. An immunization clinic will be held Wednesday afternoon at McDaniel High School. This Saturday, a clinic will be held at David Douglas High School. And Wednesday, February 15th, a clinic will be held at West Gresham Elementary. It's 11:04. We'll look at traffic and weather next.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
You might have heard that Multnomah Medical Clinic fixes ED with acoustic wave therapy, but you probably didn't know that we've been doing it for twice as long as most clinics in the country. With all of that experience and the latest technology, we can now fix your ED at only 6 treatments without pain, even in severe cases. Call today to schedule your no-charge consultation and blood flow ultrasound at 503-766-4338 or visit us at multnomahmedical.com.
Is your house too cold or is it too hot?